Alrighty guys, we're back. We were kind of in a dead zone for internet, and I knew this was going to happen. So Sky Harbor is a very particular airport. We have like, our internet runs through a couple of temporary towers, and as a result it gives us crap. Now we're in the northern part of the airport, so we're looking at the American Airlines side. Looks like an A321 is about to head out. Try to make everything work, but apparently sometimes technology has a mind of its own, and it gets annoying, to be honest. Right now we're trying to see if everything is going according to plan, because right now, from what it seems like, it was not going according to plan. Our first plane that's coming up is Airbus A321 coming from Minneapolis. Take a look at the plane. These A321s are actually really awesome planes. I think Airbus struck gold when they built them. And as you can tell, American Airlines uses quite a few of them for their operations. So does Delta. So do a couple of other airlines. So that kind of keeps them. Hey UAL. Hey Kevin. Yeah, dude, it's frustrating, man. Like, I try everything to make it happen, and sometimes technology doesn't go our way. I'm already seeing that I'm dropping frames. So. But eventually, once it cools off, I think we're going to be going to a different area that actually has better internet coverage. So as we wait for this plane to push out, we actually got some new action. We actually have the little CRJ right next to it that has decided to push out. So but I don't know if you guys have joined before, but welcome to Fly Phoenix Sky Harbor. It's a channel where we discuss aviation, life. We're kind of more of a community here. That's what I like to describe us. We're based out of Phoenix, Arizona. So let's not bring up luggage bay. Apparently that made a lot of people mad last night. people are messaging me saying we're being rude, so if I hurt your guys' feelings, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, it was a joke. But that girl was kind of attractive, so. As you can see, the American Airlines planes are about to depart. And over here, we have a Southwest Airlines that's about to touch down, so. But anyways, if it's your first time on this channel, welcome to Sky Harbor. It's kind of a cool airport. We do have issues with internet every now and then because we are still using temporary towers here. So let's see the CRJ push back. I really wish I was on the other side, but apparently not. Yeah, the Cardinal plane has actually been parked over there, so they're storing it. It's usually in storage at Marana, but I think since it's mid-season, it makes more sense just to keep it here. Dude, I feel like we didn't say anything, but somebody's like, that's somebody's daughter. Like, dude, chill. If we said anything rude, then yeah, I understand. We just complimented the person, so as a result, I'm not gonna make any comments. You gotta keep people happy. You never know where it could lead to. These are the same people that'll watch The Bachelor and see like a guy dating 14 different women, or a woman dating 14 different guys. Like, oh my God, that's true love. Anyways, I'm gonna stop ranting about it. But there goes the little CRJ. So today we're primarily going to be getting landings, guys, because this is typically the area where we get landings. So, and I actually have my internet is actually chilling inside the car, being cooled down. Maybe the heat is killing it. Howdy, everybody. Not gonna lie, but that plane just scared the living Jesus out of me. Viewing some aviation ops. Hopefully my friend Tyler is working here. And there we have it. We have some action coming our way, guys. It looks like an Alaskan Airlines 737 MAX coming in. Probably from its home base of Seattle. Seattle is kind of a city that's lost its charm. Feels like once in a long time ago, Seattle used to be kind of like it was known as the Emerald City, I believe. And I think that Emerald has kind of been spoiled. I don't even know what I think they have a big issue with the homeless. So we have a 737 coming from Chicago. But anyways, if it's your first time on this channel, welcome to Fly Phoenix Sky Harbor. We're a plane spotting community out of Phoenix, Arizona. Our airport is not the biggest airport. We mainly get these smaller planes. Every now and then we'll get a heavy. But we just come here, hang out, meet new friends. If it's something that interests you, click the like, subscribe, and notification. And we look forward to have you joining our community. And over there is the Honeywell jet. It's their Boeing 757. I know they do a lot of tests on there. Hey, T Reaper, not really. Hello, my Washington friend. Yeah, I went up to Seattle during the height of COVID. I really loved their Museum of Flight. Oh my God, that place is truly amazing. I think on my channel I have a video that I produced on there. But if you guys ever get a chance to go to Seattle, their Museum of Flight is honestly amazing. One thing I'll try to tell you. One thing that I would love to do when I go back there is when Boeing launches their last 747, I would really like to be there. Because if you guys haven't heard the news, the Boeing 747 is no longer going to be manufactured. So as a result, they're going to send it off. Atlas Air is the last company that's ordered one. So after almost 40 years of production, the 747 is going to be coming to a halt. And the thing about it, when the initial jumbo jet was created, Boeing took an initial risk. The main reason for its iconic hump was actually to have it be in favor for cargo airlines, because they thought everything was going to be supersonic with the Concorde, and little did they know that they would actually create a really significant design, in my opinion. Also, the Pacific Air Show is coming up. Who on this group is going? I think the final 747 I did fly on was a United, and the plane was kind of had seen better days, in my opinion. Nice, that's awesome, man. I don't know if you guys heard me talking about it, but this week in Phoenix, they're going to be doing a bunch of military training. So I actually did film one of the Army Pilatus planes taking off. I think they're going to be doing some monitoring duties above. So our next plane that's coming to land looks like a plane coming from Albuquerque. It's a 737-800 series. That is a loud APU. The auxiliary power unit is usually what powers the plane when the engines aren't running, so it'll power everything from like the lights and sometimes the air conditionings and stuff. And T Reaper, if we see any trains, I will make sure we point to those trains, my friend. The sun has come out of the clouds, which means it's going to be terrible for me. Here come our luggage handlers, the hard workers. I love seeing this. Let's see, do we have any of our admins on? Alright, my friend, you got a new job, UAL Kingpin. You become a moderator right now. Oh yeah, yesterday we watched him smash a bunch of bags, and honestly it was kind of hilarious, not gonna lie. And we discovered a really attractive person, and then people had a problem with it. So I want to create a safe community for everybody, and so UAL, you're a temporary moderator for today. And that is a plane that just landed. It's a 737. As we talked about it yesterday, it's one of Boeing's. Boeing is really milking it with this plane design. It's an older design that's still being produced, and it almost led to the downfall of the company, if you believe it. Like, the 737 MAX could have easily killed Boeing, but I think the military kept them going. If it isn't Connie, one of our favorites on this channel. How are you, Connie? Hopefully you're having a good day. I know I told them before, but oh look, a little citation came in for landing. But I'm kind of feeling under the weather today, guys, so it's kind of for my low energy. Like, anybody ever have a day where you just wake up and you just feel like, even after a good night's sleep, like you really didn't get that much rest? That was me last night. I don't know what was going on. Like, just been dealing with insomnia. I cut out caffeine like 9 months ago, but I was almost tempted to have some caffeine today. You got it. I'll make her a moderator. I've been better, Connie. Kind of just feeling under the weather. Trying to make sure this channel operates accordingly. So today might be a day where we're just on for like an hour or so. But I promise I'll be back. I just wanted to get on a little bit and get out of the house. So, I don't know if you guys can see them, or if I can see them, but most of our internet for Sky Harbor There's like a couple of temporary towers set up here somewhere. Comes from there. And then with all the broadband that's being used, the bandwidth, it leaves a little bit for me, and I'm still trying to figure out, but eventually we're going to go off the airport. I know some locations that are better. Yeah, Todd, it's crazy, dude. I've lost 20 pounds. Like, my next challenge is cutting sugar, because I do have a bit of a sweet tooth, and I'll try to tell you, anybody on this channel, try cutting out caffeine for 2 weeks. You'll see, it's a big, big difference. You'll realize how big of a role it plays in our life and how hard it is. We made the mistake of going on the roof because it was cloudy, and now the sun is coming out and it's going to make it miserable for me. So it looks like our next plane that's going to be landing might be an Air 767 coming from Cincinnati. It's 38 years old, manufactured in 1984. It's a 767-200 series. Yeah, honestly, it's wild. If you look at some of the stuff that's inside of our food in the US, like, look at even people from like 20 years ago. We had an obesity problem, but not that bad. But lately it feels like everybody's kind of gaining weight. It's easier to gain weight, and like, look at kids. Kids are developing, like, I have a little cousin that's like almost my height, actually taller than me. And keep in mind, I'm like 6'3", and this kid is a giant, so you're wondering what exactly is in our food. I'm not going to go all Alex Jones on you guys. I'm sorry. This is what makes this channel different. We carry conversations. Sometimes aviation related, sometimes food related. There she is as the camera is trying to focus on her. He is about 5 miles away from us, and it's crazy that we can actually pick him up. Also, I wonder if this MD-11 is actually going to have a successful landing this time, because the last few times we filmed them doing go-arounds. Last night's go-around was actually kind of scary, to be honest. Yeah, I'm on top of the garage. It is extremely warm right now. Yeah, it's warm. It's humid. We had some rain. Mexico's getting battered by a hurricane, and Arizona is in the perfect position for some of the moisture to come this way. Also, I kind of wish we had the same setup as in LA, because right now trying to track these planes is a little difficult because our airport is designed in such a random way. We have an ABX Air coming from Cincinnati. I went on the roof today thinking it was going to be cloudy. Well, the sun just came out and it's going to drain me very quickly, so enjoy the stream while we can. I think the 767 is going to be one of Boeing's most successful aircraft, like airframes. Especially with the explosion of the e-commerce, a lot of companies are going to keep these things flying for ages. Also, as you can see, pretty overcast day in Phoenix today. Oh my God, look at this beautiful thing. It's a special livery day. Looks cool, doesn't it? Allegiant Air. I don't know if I said that correctly. If I didn't, correct me, guys. So in Arizona, like I'll try to tell you guys, 5 years ago, Arizona was a totally different place than it is now. And it feels like, it used to be a place that I never want to leave, but I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of been looking at other options because it's getting hot. After so many summers, you can only take the heat so many times and then you're like, all right, I'm done with this. Also, we are almost at our month anniversary for this channel. So I feel like I've learned a lot in this month of doing live streaming. Primarily how many times I'm dealing with technical issues, and a lot of times you guys don't see behind the scenes, but it's mostly putting out fires. But as I always say, repetition makes perfection, so we're gonna get better. Also, Josephine, if you tune in later, hopefully you're having a lovely, lovely day. That wind feels good, guys. We have some wind. And there's the ABX Air that we were filming landing. He is taxiing in. So some taxi action for you guys. What's cool, we have a little bridge. And that bridge actually is pretty cool. Like you can catch some cool shots. If you time it perfectly, sometimes you get heavies like MD-11 or other things that go over. It looks pretty neat. Alrighty, our next plane that is coming in, it's not popping up, so it's a CRJ. The only plane I'm seeing is the one that's coming from Chicago or somewhere. But our airport, we don't get that many wide bodies, so I can consider it the CRJ capital. So we get a lot of the Embraer jets, the Bombardier or Mitsubishi jets. We recently started getting the A350 1000, which is a beautiful plane. But overall, this is your side. We're like pretty much an Airbus-centric airport right now. What's up, Tony? Yeah, I don't know, the West Coast is kind of like losing its charm. I feel like Californians are moving everywhere, and everywhere Californians move, they're like the freaking plague, man. It's like, I know I sound like a grumpy old man, but those are some special people, dude. My friend was actually in Los Angeles, and he actually got his car broken into. So if you guys ever go out there, make sure you don't keep any valuables. He got his cameras stolen and a couple of other things. I feel really bad for him because he basically lost the ways to provide money and food for his family. I have a shoot coming up in LA, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm kind of nervous to go out there. But anyways, let's change the subject. Let's not be negative. Fall is coming. Who's excited for fall colors? In Arizona, we have a city called Flagstaff, and that's usually where I go for my fall colors. Seems like a lot of these CRJs have white nose cones. Like, do those get damaged very easily? Sorry, I'm kind of in an awkward spot, so that's why I moved it. Seems like, not even kidding you, majority of them have the different nose cones, so I'm guessing they probably get damaged very easily. These little things are workhorses. It's operated by SkyWest. You can tell by the SK at the end. And look, this one also has a mismatched nose cone. Making sure everything works. Oh, bird strikes. I like how everybody's trying to convince me to move to New Mexico. Yeah, it does look like a PPE mask, or it looks like if it's a lifeguard, when lifeguards put some extra, when they put some extra like lotion on their eyes or on their nose. I don't understand why I said put lotion on their eyes. If you put lotion on your eyes, you're gonna go blind. But we are supposed to get an A350, so let's see how far away Speedbird is. 6:29. Chances are I won't be able to catch it. We do have a Boeing 767. It's a UPS one that's coming in. He is going to go on the south side because that's typically where they go. Here we have a Delta 737 coming in. I know Delta just placed a new order for a bunch of 737 MAX 8s and 9s. I think they probably got a killer deal on them. Now we have a United Airlines Evo Blue that's about to taxi out over there. Those are the United gates that we have over there. So that is actually another special plane. It has the logo on the winglets. So it's basically the winglet logo livery, as they call it. Man, the wind that we're getting right now feels good. How many of you guys have ever been to Sedona, Arizona? Hey Reaper, yeah, we are, I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but we're a big hub for American Airlines and Southwest. Those are our two bigger airlines here at Sky Harbor. So, for the most part, it's That's typically what we end up getting here. And remember, click that like. That button actually does help me out and helps the channel get more plane spotters like you involved. Alrighty, let's get a landing. The American Airlines is going and the Southwest is going at V1 speeds right now. And our internet is starting to die down, so let's figure out what we can do. Golden, I moved it. You have to move it just to get the signal just right. If you guys want to laugh something, go to like T-Mobile or AT&T and look at the coverage that we get in Sky Harbor. There's legitimately like 2 locations. So I know a lot of you guys ask why we're always at the same locations. It's because it works here. I don't know, I'm actually a really big fan of the Evo Blue. I know a lot of people say it looks too tacky, but honestly, look how beautiful that plane is. Also, they're doing some work on this gate. I don't know if you guys have followed, but a lot of times this gate has been under construction and they're finally lifting it up. So these are probably the individuals that work here for American Airlines. So that is the old United livery. The more continental-ish looking livery that they have. Oh yeah, the tulip was actually really nice. The tulip livery was amazing. And they got rid of it. I have yet to eat lunch. I need to eat lunch soon, guys. Tony is the man. He also got me in trouble yesterday. Tony, apparently somebody complained about our comments towards the luggage handler, so I'm going to become a G-rated channel. As you can tell, a lot of the United planes are about to start leaving. they're starting to power up and push back. I think it's their time to just... Yes, Tony, I'm serious. I got multiple complaints about it. Like I said, we said nothing bad. We were complimenting her on her looks. But I understand why people might take that as offensive. We're learning. People take pity on us. We didn't make any bad comments. We just gave her a nickname that was... You have Salt Bay, which is the guy that cooks. And this United is pushing back. Look at that. Baller, baller. It's okay, Tony. We understand. I explained ourselves. I'm just going to tell all you guys to stay beautiful. That's all I care. You guys are my friends, all of you. And I feel like we're a lot different than any other channel. It's like I feel like I interact a lot more with you guys. I'm not trying to sell anything to you guys. All I ask is click that like button, and if you can support to pay for my parking, I appreciate it. But even if you don't, it's fine. Yep, I said, they're being super careful, and it's like, dang. We'll tone it down a little bit, but we can still be goofy. I don't know if I can even get the luggage, people. I can't. This wall is too high. I'll be on for maybe another 30 minutes, and then I'm kind of starting to get hungry, guys. So it might be time for me to eat some dinner shortly. But yeah, we're a pretty big hub for American Airlines. I know when they merged with US Air used to be right here. It's crazy like how hard these dudes work down here. Like, I know a bunch of them watch, so shout out to you dudes and dudettes. See, that's like the third one that's had the nose cone. Like, Alrighty. Let's see how they take out the baggage. Probably on the other side. Yeah, it's on the other side. Okay. Hi Desiree, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you so much. And we have movement at the United ramp. So let's take you over there. So today I was actually setting up one of my drones, and I realized I wish I could actually use the drone to freaking stream from here. I would have such awesome camera movements. Like if I was to put my Inspire on a tripod and have a zoom lens, we could actually get some really cool shots. But it's kind of slowing down here, so let's see what else is going to be popping up. They are. What's going on, Tony? Why'd you say bro? Well, what's crazy is, so we are actually in an area where I can actually get a waiver from the FAA to fly up to like 100 feet AGL, and I think there's a specific area where we could actually maybe crack, but I'm not sure if I can live stream on there. Hold on. We spoke too soon. Little CRJ action for you guys. Thank you, Connie. Got a nice look of the pilots. He waved to us. I'm pretty sure he waved to us. They can see me, I'm on top of the garage. Something about these tail-mounted engines. There's a lot going on here. There's like a forklift. So it's making it fun today, guys. This is making it very interesting. Also, I found out that Delta Airlines has like a card that is supposed to be made from the skin of a Boeing 747, and to me that's kind of hilarious. Like, I think you have to like pay $800 for the card, which is crazy. It's like, I ain't paying $800 to spend my own money. But there we go, we have the SkyWest plane being unloaded. Pretty neat. We are watching this while we await for more planes to come in. Tony has to be good. And we can't even see the CRJ. So as you can see, they're all working hard right now. They got a few bags set up. Not much action for the time being, so gives me time to drink water because I feel a little dehydrated. Water time. Guys, the weather is actually pretty lovely today in Phoenix. Little timeout. Yeah, I saw that guy almost get run over by the Sky Chef truck. It's pretty interesting how they like have an entire system to get our bags to and from the airport. Hi, Muhammad. So there's a big UPS A300, but chances are this plane is actually going to be headed going south to runway 25 left. I'm watching him on the radar. If he lands this way, it's going to be cool, but chances are he won't. And as you can see, right over here is our little regional hub. You have all the little regionals stationed here. We also have an MD-11 coming in. Chances are he is going to be going on the other runway, unless we get like a Hero Southwest that comes and cuts him off. And our next plane that could be potentially landing here is a Frontier Airline Chipmunk livery. We have some people inside the airport reading, wearing a NASA shirt. Flat white box truck. I'm wondering what he actually is carrying. Is this the poop truck? Oh my God, this is the poop truck, you guys. So this is the guy that is cleaning out the toilets. This individual has a very tough job. So you wonder how they clean the toilets? There you go. Is this a cleaning toilet guy? Hey, Charles. Thank you very much, Charles. Yes, this is the poop trucker, guys. Watch, somebody's going to complain that we said the word poop truck, and I'm going to get another letter from them. Yep, they're sucking out all the lab stuff. So this is landing on the other side. And we're waiting to see if this MD-11 is going to come this way. Chances are he won't, because it's a pretty dead area, and he'll probably want to land on the south side because he can easily go to his base right after, not have to taxi. Oh yeah, my fingernail is actually getting worse. See? Look. Ready? It has a hole in it now. You can actually go to one of our earlier shows, I'll find it, when I actually did slam my finger in the door. I was screaming and I was trying everything in me not to cuss. I didn't cuss, but it's kind of gross. I hate the fingernail. Yeah, it has a hole. I could hide like pennies in it. I could hide like dollars. I'm laughing because every time I want to see the MD-11 land on this side, it doesn't. Like usually Southwest Airlines will cut this guy off and he'll come on this side. But apparently Southwest Airlines decided, nope, we're not going to fly here today, bro. We have some action over here. It's another A321 that's being pushed out. Yeah, it sucked. When I closed it, it was in so much pain. I'm just wondering, like, if you guys have ever done this to your fingernails, like does it fall off and how long does it take for it to be normal? Because this is kind of gross, not gonna lie. Well, there's the MD. But he's not coming our way. That's a security camera. We won't be able to get her. Yeah, they're beautiful. So now they're removing the bar. I was really hoping the MD was going to land this way, but next time I can at least track it for a little bit. And she dipped underneath the trucks. But so far it's mostly a waiting game for us, guys. They have some packages they're gonna load up. And I think we see our next plane that is coming in. It looks like a Frontier Airlines. It's Hazel the Chipmunk livery is coming up next. So this is what I mean by telling you that these planes, the Frontier planes, make the most random approaches. To me, it feels like he's a little bit high. Congratulations, man. Congratulations on your new job at Swissport. May it actually be a good job and you make a lot of good money there. I don't know. I think we all should be paying attention to Frontier Airlines because they are starting to expand, and it's a rapid expansion. Ever since their bid to buy out Spirit failed, and thank God they didn't buy them out, I feel like they're actually going to be one of the big players in the low-cost carriers. So what's the difference between a chipmunk and a squirrel? Is it like the same creature, or? Today we're learning about animals on this channel. Are they called marsupials? Oh no, internet, let's move you around. Stand by, we gotta find a new connection for it. Also, how do I know the word marsupial? That's too big of a word for my lexicon. I don't know, I'm kind of a fan of the new Frontier planes. I know they upgraded their fleet. They're getting a bunch of new aircraft. I like their liveries. I like the animals. Such a cool plane. He's about to turn. Yeah, the ramp action is actually kind of fun seeing. They're loading up all their stuff. I forgot to lock the tripod. I believe they are similar to Allegiant in spirit. Sorry guys, I had to put my hotspot to basically cool off, but it's not cooling off. What do you guys think of Allegiant? I know they purchased a bunch of new planes as well. They actually purchased a bunch of 737 Maxes. That's one of the orders that I heard. But this is our hotspot. This is what's running this entire show. And it actually is acting like a total douche. So it's supposed to be one of their top of the line hotspots, and apparently we're not getting that much service from it. Primarily because I think we're in just a terrible area. The A380 will never be the queen of the sky. I'm sorry. The 747 is the queen of the sky. Yeah, that's the beauty of this airport. Like, we'll get ramp action, we'll get all sorts of different things. Just depends on where I set up. Like, I feel like we get more ramp action like at Southwest. Uh-oh, here we go. Bringing in the big boys. Also, for those of you that are joining us for the first time, welcome to Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. My name is Slaven. I run a channel called Fly Phoenix Sky Harbor. We primarily focus on just talking airplanes and just hanging out. We built a little community here, and if you like what you're seeing, click the like, subscribe. Every little helps, guys. Hey Tony, we have to be nice. That might be the girl we saw yesterday. Man, these people work hard. Like, props to them. They're out there when it's 110, 115. I think the one thing I like is when we get the close-up shots. Those close-up shots are usually the best freaking shots. Keep your mouth shut, Tony. I don't want to get another message from anybody. Tony got me in trouble, guys. This channel has a perfect balance of airplanes, technical difficulties, me complaining about the heat, broken fingernails. Good old Continental United. Also, it's starting to sprinkle, guys. And this gentleman's about to close the door of the Embraer. What is Hazard Fest, Rebel? I've never heard of Hazard Fest. Now I'm interested. If you guys missed it, at night we were actually filming the glowing engines of airplanes. So our next night stream will probably focus mostly on that. We all want to know what Hazard Fest is. You can't just tell us and not tell us what it is. I clicked something, I'm sorry. Don't hate me. Okay, good, we're still on. I thought we died for a second. I hate when I click buttons on this camera because I have fat fingers. Oh, that's cool. Dukes and Hazard Fest. Have you guys ever been to the Pacific Air Show, the Great Pacific Air Show? That's something I've always wanted to go to. Is it worth going to? Wait, do they actually pull this plane up into this? Wow, this is cool. Look at this, guys. So they actually do lift this plane up into this little machine thing. I've never actually seen this. This is freaking awesome. Whoa. I always thought they pushed these guys with a tug. Yeah, it's fairly new, but look at this, guys. So what they do is they lift the wheel up onto this little machine thing, and that's how they push the plane out. That is freaking awesome. I had no idea about this. I always thought they used the same tow bar as all the other planes. You call it the Lambo. That's cool, man. I had no idea. Uh-oh. It's wild how much work people have to put into this. Like, it's teamwork. This is like excellent teamwork here. For the ground-based crew, that's like props. That's awesome. I had no idea they'd had seats. Do you guys have radios down there? Do you guys listen to music? Alrighty. Now as this plane is getting readied, we have another pushback, which is a Boeing 737 that's being pushed back. Alrighty, Boeing or Airbus? What do you prefer? Go. Okay. Alrighty, we have more ground crew action coming up. Looks like they're pulling a little A319. So busy day at the American side of the airport. Also, today's stream is actually going to replace tomorrow's stream because I'm going to spend some time with my girlfriend. She is going to Europe after going to Europe on Monday for a little bit, so I spend some time with her. So this person had a face on their bag. I'm really excited to eat, guys, not gonna lie. Yeah, I know, I don't want to get in trouble. I think I'm running on like 3 hours of sleep, guys. Like, I think that's what's kind of made me feel sick today. If I don't get my beauty rest. Man, all the MD-11s are coming in and they're landing on the other side. I'm kind of mad. So our next plane that's approaching looks like it's an A321 coming from Dallas. So let's take a look at that, some action. And right behind it, so as you can see, that's kind of like our approach path. So Southwest, actually. And I believe that might be the A321. It is, with the fluffy clouds in the back. Alrighty, some of these little baby CRJs, they're about to be departing any minute now. And our ground crew is just finishing up the last bit of the luggage here. The luggage gives me some time to like rest up, not gonna lie. Like standing around gets annoying. Hi Tony. Hi Christine. Hey ARE. This overcast weather is actually a godsend right now. Alrighty, we might actually be able to see a JSX if it does land on the north runway. I know a lot of times the F-18s will come over here, but if you guys didn't hear earlier, Phoenix is going to be home to an Army training operation, so they're going to be basically flying like helicopters and all sorts of stuff. So it's kind of a slow day here at this airport right now, but I hear the gates moving for our little CRJ, which we cannot see because it's in such an awkward spot right now. But here's our plane that came from Dallas Fort Worth. Sorry for the quick pans. We're going to be focusing on this plane as it departs. The sun is starting to emerge from its clouds. So it's going to make for some nicer lighting. I also got to figure out where I put my hotspot so it doesn't develop legs. And for those of you joining us for the first time, welcome to Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. We're a little community here called Fly Phoenix Sky Harbor. Thank you for joining us. We get a little bit of a mixture of everything. We get planes landing, ground crew, jokes. I'm pretty sure the JSX is going to land on the south side as well. As we wait for the pushback of this plane here. The colors, oh my god, I clicked this thing. The colors on this plane look really freaking cool. I'm actually not sure what caused it. Like might have been dirt, but I was messing around with this software and I changed some things on here. So I'm not quite sure, to be honest. I usually try and fix stuff. Like yesterday was not a good day to stream, man. Like the heat was killing me. Hey ERB. ERB, I actually did show. So everybody, get ready. I ended up closing the door on my fingernail. So as you can see, I have a chunk of it missing now. So my finger is still screwed up. So on this show, I usually talk about how hot it is. I deal with technical issues, and I complain about the Arizona heat. And I close the car door on my fingernails, you know. Something every show would need. I tend to be very clumsy, so as we have pushback of this CRJ. It's gonna make it fun. There's our hard-working ground crew. It's pretty neat watching this thing. Red shirt guy is still gone. Alrighty guys, so now another plane is arriving. So let's see what is arriving right now. We have an American Airlines A320 coming in from Spokane. nice touchdown from the plane from Spokane. Reverse thrusters are on. So look at the size difference. CRJ versus A321. Pretty crazy, isn't it, guys? Hey, Cuba, I'm not quite sure, man. I was messing around with some of the software. Not really sure. I think it might have been something with, I rebuilt the entire Stream Deck. And I'm actually looking into purchasing a Blackmagic Atom Mini Pro for streaming. Because currently I'm running on a Camlink. And I think I've outgrown the Camlink's capabilities. So I might as well start upgrading some of the streaming equipment. Just to keep it transparent, guys, I think I've already invested almost $800 just to get the stream going. And then I'm paying about $70 a month for unlimited data. So this isn't cheap, but I do it for fun. And hopefully eventually I can start selling some stuff. I do actually film landings for pilots on my Instagram. You can click the Instagram link. That's where I'm actually pretty active on. So donations is what keeps me going. I'm good financially. I know what I'm doing money-wise, but just letting you guys know, like, I pay out for this stuff out of my own pocket, so it may not be the best, but we're slowly building up to be something special here, I think. Yeah, don't get me started on parking. I don't know if I can find my tickets. If I can find them, I'll show you guys. You guys will laugh. All my parking tickets at home, but I can show you guys. I think I have about 30 of them, and they're all ranging between 24 to like 14 bucks each. So hit the like, that helps me out. Helps other plane spotters find us. Hey, Luke's. Hopefully you're recovering from COVID, my friend. And I think next up on our landing is going to be United Airlines A320. He has 4 minutes out. It's a 21-year-old plane coming in from Chicago, ORD. Not Midway. Did you lose your sense of taste, Luke's? I am one of those lucky people that caught COVID like 3 times, and I am vaccinated for it, so. All right, let's see what else we have going on here. Fun, 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 guys. Who are we flipping off, Charles? Actually, when I did catch COVID, I did lose my sense of taste and my muscles were hurting, but I can see why other people were probably more affected than everybody. For my line of work, it required me to get vaccinated or I was going to get terminated for it. I really like these types of shots, like almost the top-down shots. It gives it a different perspective, in my opinion. What's going on with hikers, dude? Are they being annoying? We get a lot of hikers here in Arizona that go out and don't bring water. So if you ever come to Arizona, even on these days, bring water because you get very dehydrated. Alrighty. I can see the United Airlines A320 from Chicago on the horizon. Do you think they're going to land it nicely and smooth or slam it? I say smooth. You guys remember a few years ago when they beat up that doctor guy in the United plane? Where he pretty much got stomped for not wanting to leave the plane. That was wild. When is she coming in? From what's a JFK flight? If you happen to have the flight number, I can look it up and tell you if I will be out here. Hold on, look at this. I learned that these are mechanics riding tricycles. And just like that, our once full gates are empty. As you can see, all of the planes that were here earlier have departed. The person that's coming, that says their sister's coming from JFK, let me know what the flight is and I can see if I will be out here. I don't know how much longer I will be out here since I am kind of starting to fade out of hunger. So coming up next is an A321 coming from LAX. So let's pay our attention to that plane as it comes in. Probably a short hour, 15-minute flight. They're all nailing these landings, guys. This is awesome. Alrighty, we have more landing action coming up. Smash that like button and subscribe if you can. Helps me out. Appreciate you guys. Alright, so let's talk about the supersonic plane everybody keeps trying to buy. Boom. How many of you guys think that's actually going to come to fruition? Or is it just being like a tax write-off? They're going to write it off as a loss. Because I see a lot of airlines are purchasing this supersonic jet, but I personally cannot see that plane actually being produced or actually making it to commercial service. I 100% agree with you, Aviation Maniac. I think they're all giving this money, the deposit money, the non-refundable, as a tax loss. Because I don't see the feasibility of Boom. Like, what are you? You're not going to be able to fly supersonic over. It's basically going to be like the Concorde. You can't fly over the transcontinental routes. So as a result, what really can you do with it? Alrighty, we have a Horizon Air Embraer 175 coming in from San Francisco. Horizon Air is like a smaller regional airline that works for Alaska Airlines. Also guys, any feedback on the channel is always appreciated. I'm always trying to make things better. Nice touchdown by the little baby Embraer. Well, we should have had the British Airways flight by now, but apparently it decided it's going to show up whenever it shows up. Surprised that airline like hasn't gotten sued for how tardy they are. Hey, thanks, Scott. Yeah, I think the Concorde was considered kind of like, it was somewhat successful, but in a sense a failure for what they wanted to do. It became like a bougie symbol. Like if you flew on the Concorde, you're like wealthy, blah, blah, blah. But for everyday usage, and this is the one crazy thing is, I know the DC-10 gets a reputation for being a very unsafe plane, but if you look at it, the DC-10 actually ended up causing the Concorde's demise, because the fairing from one of the DC-10 Continental planes was what punctured the fuel tank. So yeah. All right, let's see what more we can get. We've been live for 2 hours, guys. It's actually been, time's flying. Most of our takeoffs happen on the other side, guys, so that's what ends up happening. Like most of them will take off from the north side, or no, from the south side. I am starting to fade really badly, but I think the big 777 should be taking off in about 20 minutes. If I can still be on for 20 minutes, I will try. So let's see when our London flight is going to be departing. 6:06. So this is the big plane that we might be our final plane. God willing, everything goes well. So that is our flight to London. So once this thing departs, I may bid you guys adieu. But meanwhile, we're just looking at the scenery. You can see we're getting kind of a storm cloud forming over there. And then airport is kind of dead right now. Let's see, can I zoom into the tower from here? So, you guys may recognize this tower because it's on our logo. So as you can see the logo, that is the tower. I had one of my very good friends who used to be one of my employees at GCU. She actually sketched that for me. As you can see, while it's slow, I'll show you guys the surroundings. So kind of an overcast day in Phoenix. There's our downtown. Over there is the United fleet. So you can see that looks like a Max. That's their Airbus and regular 737. And then let's take a look inside this. Just people working. We have hit a dead time at the airport, guys. I'm so excited for fall, guys. Like literally, you guys do not understand. I'm not a big heat person, and the heat here this summer has legitimately broken my spirit. Usually much better in it, but the last few months have just been chaotic. Our next plane that is approaching is an American Airlines A321 coming in from Charlotte. And then we may get a Spirit Airways coming from Midway. So our Charlotte-bound plane has officially appeared on the horizon, and I think we can actually zoom into him. As you can see, those are some storm clouds, or as my flight instructors say, those are the killers of young, inexperienced pilots. A lot of the people that fly visual flight rules try and rent planes during the summer, but we have crazy monsoon weather, and these clouds, if you fly into them, you can get spatial disorientation, and a lot of people cannot get out of it. I think it's impossible to get a bad landing here in Phoenix, although I have seen some. Oh wow, look at this guy. But you can tell, big difference from about 2 hours ago when we started to now. No problem, Christine. We're just chilling here, chilling for this big plane to take off. And if he doesn't, then yeah. Alrighty, I may have misspoken. If this plane comes this way, our next plane to land on here will be a 737 MAX coming from Spokane, Washington. GEG, or as I call it, GEG. So pretty much kind of a much slower day than anticipated here at the airport. But while it's slow, let's watch some taxi action with the beautiful overcast Phoenix skyline. There's a little Alaska Airlines. And for those of you that are joining us, if you are brand new to this channel, welcome to Fly Phoenix Sky Harbor. My name is Slaven. Slav is the name. I run an Instagram called Fly Phoenix Sky Harbor, and we basically are plane spotters here out of Phoenix, Arizona. I'm a plane spotter, but I call us we because we're a community here. So on this channel, you will see aviation, you will see landings, takeoffs, ground-based stuff. Tony will get me in trouble by people, and you know. And over here, we probably, looks like it's a SkyWest area. And there's a couple of Mera flights. There's a, what do you call that plane? Fairchild. And let's show some ground crew love. Our operations peeps. But earlier, these gates were full of airplanes. Now it's pretty much kind of a dead zone. I wonder why this guy's riding a motorcycle down there, or a quad. My name is Slaven. Boban Marjanovic is actually a Serbian basketball player. He's like the nicest guy. But it's slowed down. Earlier, had you guys been here, we had a lot of action. Now it's kind of hit a lull here. We're not like Los Angeles. LAX gets all the big planes. We primarily get smaller aircraft. Like we will get your connecting Southwest. We're a big hub for American Airlines. And right now, about 3 minutes out, is a Boeing 737 MAX 8 coming from Midway, Chicago. It's a 2-year-old plane manufactured in 2019. I remember when the whole fiasco with the MAX started. I actually used to travel a lot for work, and I flew on those planes a few times, and after watching the Boeing documentary, I didn't realize how dangerous that plane initially was. It got so bad that a lot of US pilots did not even want to touch it to move it to the desert. Hey Robert, thank you. We have another guy in New Zealand. His name is Luke. Thank you for joining us, Robert. I've always wanted to come visit your guys' country. I've actually been to Australia twice. I have family that lives in Melbourne and family that lives in Adelaide. So you can see another plane is lining up right behind. Also, if you guys don't know, China Southern Airlines is actually going to be retiring their A380. I'm making it a mission to go see it in LA. Also, if you guys live in LA, what days does this A380 actually land? I'd like to know. Another Brother Smooth landing by Southwest. And that plane right there is Honeywell's Boeing Future of, or whatever. It's their future of whatever they make it. They do a lot of tests. I've seen them attach different engines on it. And that's cool. We filmed it taking off once here. I wanted to call it Future of Flight. I was like, it's not the Future of Flight. Our next plane that's landing is a little CRJ coming from St. George, I believe St. George, Utah. It's a CRJ 700. So once it pops up, I will go and film it for you guys. Alrighty. So there's a person that wanted me to film their sister's plane. Just let me know what airline they're flying from. I will see if I will still be out here. We're waiting for the 777 to depart, and once it departs, I will usually do my sign off. There we go, some ground action. You can see the wheel is actually lifted up above. I know this is what some of you guys come here for, the ground action. Special shout out to our ERB moderator. He's our Brazilian friend. A great landing by the little American Eagle plane. But yeah, this is our airport, guys. Right over there we have Camelback Mountain. A lot of people will go hike this during the summer. And it kind of becomes, in a sense, a death trap for a lot of people. Bye, ERB. So just a waiting game here, guys. We're not as active as other airports, so unless something crazy happens, we're not going to get much. So let's see what they're doing down here. I believe these are the cleaners. So let's watch this little thing taxi. Alright, let's see what's coming up. It's got to pick up here any minute. Come on, guys. Come on, Sky Harbor. Let's be more busy. Our battery pack has officially been exhausted. Now we have a few more, maybe have like 45 minutes of recording. So next plane is an A321 coming in from Santa Ana. Probably some people coming from Disneyland. Also, guys, can you believe how expensive Disneyland has gotten? Ooh, these are cool. I like when we get these approaches. And right after the Santa Ana plane, we have a 737-7 coming from Seattle. Home to the Seattle Seahawks, who have Geno Smith as their quarterback, who is terrible. There's a shot with 4 peaks in the back. All of the landings today have been super smooth. And here comes our plane from Seattle. The little boys here. And there's our other plane that just landed a few minutes earlier. Geno Smith did good in week 1, but that's about it. He was terrible afterwards. So the camera that I am using is a little Panasonic camcorder. So it's doing a good job. Russell Wilson looks washed up, guys. I don't know what is going on in Denver, but Jesus, I think he legitimately robbed that team of the money. All right, I hope this plane comes this way. Yeah, Wilson looks like a shell of himself. Or maybe it's just the play calling, because man, that guy does not look good at all. His Bronco tenure has started off very rough. Oh no, we will not get the ugly plane on this side. Air cargo carriers? Or do we? Do we get the ugly plane? I really hope we get the ugly plane, because you guys have to see this thing. It is the ugliest thing. No, we won't. But I might be able to see it. So there's Air Cargo Carriers Short 35 or whatever it's called. And it is the world's ugliest aircraft I've ever seen. Well, we have a new visitor at this gates. Let's take a look. Our plane from Santa Ana is taxiing in. Look at those engines. A321neo, new engine option is what it means. I learned that about 2 months ago, and now I know better than everybody. No, I don't. Maybe you saw this plane, man. This just came from there. Alrighty, I'm excited to see this plane push back. I'm surprised we haven't seen the banana plane at all. This American Airlines 777 should be coming to life any minute now. It's supposed to depart at 6:06, so I think in about 2 minutes. In about 2 minutes, he will be turning on the transponder. Also, here comes the poop truck. For those of you that don't know, this is the truck that sucks out all the poop from the plane. See, the poop truck. Chocolate milkshake truck. Those people have very valuable jobs. Also, I see a pretty cool plane taxiing, so let's see if we can get it. So American Airlines is trying out a new thing where they're putting their logo on the winglets of their planes. So now you're about to see the winglet logo plane that is departing right now. So here we have it. So they have their logo on the winglets. I don't know, what do you guys think of that? I kind of think it looks cool. And here comes a Southwest Airlines coming in from Portland. I think this is going to be another milky smooth landing. I think we now have over 300 people watching. Thank you guys for the support. Yeah, I miss when they all had like the metal liveries. This is a Max 8 coming from Reno. But also, I don't know if you guys heard, but there was actually an accident at one of the plane races. A pilot perished when his L-29 crashed. The good old Max. Alrighty, this American Airlines plane is officially delayed, in my opinion. And we have life on the 777. So let's first look at this 737 that's arriving. As you can see, so this is the lineup. So one plane is here. And right afterwards, another plane is getting ready. So this is the approach path to Sky Harbor. As you can see, those beautiful monsoon clouds are adding kind of a dramatic feel to the videos today, if you guys look at it. So, kind of a neat perspective to see them approach like this. So our first plane is a plane from Denver. It's a 737. And the following one is an A321 coming from Cancun. A lot of people coming from Mexico, probably super tan, cornrows, because usually when you go to Cancun you get cornrows. And probably coming back to Disdain, knowing that they have to go back to work. We have these cotton candy clouds right now popping up. That's what Arizona is known for. We have these beautiful clouds that can change during the sunset. Also, to those of you that are joining us the first time, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Click the like button, notifications, and subscribe if you just like aviation and just randomness. Antonia and I are trying to do everything to stay out of trouble. Everything. Because I got in trouble yesterday. Here comes the plane from Cancun. Look at those clouds, man. Those are freaking lovely. Also, guys, when it does cool off, I have a location on 40th Street where I am going to throw a pizza party. I'm going to buy some Costco pizzas, some Costco hot dogs, and some waters and drinks, and we are all just going to come and we're going to watch planes. Deal? I think I can spend like $50 on pizzas. It'll be enough to feed a bunch of people. Up there in the clouds, I see another plane approaching. But is he coming to our side or is he going to the south side? Pizza does sound really good right now. We have about 25 minutes of battery left on the camera. So the 777 should be departing any minute now, guys. So once the 777 departs, I am going to give you guys my spiel about being good people, and then I'm going to have pizza tonight, guys. Actually, not pizza, probably a burger. AW transfer. I've used ATC before, but honestly, we just keep conversations. And there might be legal ramifications over using ATC. Technically, you can use it, but FAA inspectors could come after you, from what I've heard. All right, this 777 has to leave now. My battery is like running really, really low. Nutter butter landing. Let me at least get a second battery ready in case we have to switch it out for a second. Thanks F-18 freak, appreciate you. Alrighty, 1 second guys, battery switch time. Our battery almost ran out, so we're back. I turned on those time lapses so you guys can at least have something to look at while I fix whatever issue we have. So here we have the future of aviation. It's a Delta A321, or known as the CS series jet. This was going to change the fortunes of Bombardier, but apparently Boeing lobbied Congress to put a gigantic tariff on these planes, thus forcing Airbus to buy them. There's the whale noise. Alrighty, well, while we're at it, let's take a look at where Speedbird is. Alrighty, we might as well wait for the British Airways to come, since this 777 has officially started moving. The lighting is magnificent, guys. Here's the big chunky boy, as I call it, the Colgate. Looks like a tub of Colgate. We pretty much exhausted the batteries in almost everything I have here today. So 8 out of 8 bobbled. Speedbird is 27 minutes out. Triple seven is waiting to be moved. So far it's gonna be a good day, guys. We might get the big plane taken off, and then very shortly afterwards we're gonna get the A350 coming in. It's always the waiting game here with these things. That's the beauty of plane spotting. We wait, we do all sorts of things. The engines are on. Well, the taxis, let's look at some luggage. This might be a turn and burn situation. He's going to basically turn and then he's going to rip it. Yeah, I'm paying like $4 per hour, so we do have a super chat if you guys, I know some of you have donated, thank you, but we do have one to set up for my parking, so that's one thing I ask for. As long as I make like $24 per stream, that means I'm coming here for free. Look at that sunset. That's freaking beautiful. There she goes. We're gonna wait, and then we're gonna zoom in and we're gonna follow her. Dude, I just want to play DMX while watching this guy. Where the hood, where the hood, where the hood at? Na, 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 na. Or Rough Riders. I think Rough Riders would be a better song. Fun fact, when I came to the US, I learned English through gangster rap music. I listened to DMX, I listened to Too Short, Ice Cube, Mac 10, West Side Connections, all that stuff. No, that was actually somebody down there riding. It was pretty cool seeing it. Alrighty, let's go, Mr. 777. They're probably getting a safety briefing, what to do in case of water emergencies. Alrighty, so the person that is coming from JFK, I think this might actually be your family member coming in. Heck yeah. So here's the plane from JFK. It's a 737 MAX 8. It's an American Airlines flight. I know somebody in this chat was asking if we could film their family member coming in. And as the light gets worse, the potato camera becomes obsolete, like it can't even focus anymore. There's others plane spotting. Who was it that talked about it, that their sister was on this flight? One of our fans said that. Thank you, Eric, for your donation, dude. It's a MAX coming from New York. So for whoever asked for their family members landing, this plane came from JFK. Alrighty, the big boy is getting ready to depart. There we have the Colgate. Alrighty guys, here is our potentially final plane, unless the British Airways shows up, but this plane is off to London. And she is lifting off and is going to hit us with a beautiful sunset over the Valley of the Sun. What more can you ask for? Look at that. Man, we will have one more plane coming in. I believe it's going to be the A350, should be in any minute now. So we will see that, and then once we see the A350, we will call it a day, guys. But right now we have a little United 737 coming in. Talk about a takeoff of that 777. That was absolutely beautiful. Alrighty, Mr. Speedbird, where are you? There's some people inside the gates. So let's see how far away the Speedbird is. 12 minutes out. Hey Joel, welcome man. Were you guys affected by any of the storms that hit? I know there were the big storms, the hurricane that hit. Hopefully you guys are safe. Also guys, we do have stickers, so if I'm ever spotting and you see me, you'll become the proud owner of a Fly Phoenix Sky Harbor sticker. As you can see, that is what our sticker looks like. Has my favorite plane on it, and it is modeled after our tower. So you see, pretty neat, huh? The things we do while we wait for Speedbird. And the sun sets on another Phoenix day, as you can see. Tony, I can send you one. Alrighty guys, look at this. So, we have a rare departure of a Horizon Air. Baby Embraer is taking off on this side. The teeny baby is departing. Apparently using up every inch of the runway it's given. Look, the last bit of the sun is about to set. Yeah, I think he was actually took every inch to took every inch of the runway. So all right, let's see the Speedbird come in. I'm excited to call it a night, guys. We've been live for about 3 hours now. 3 hours and 2 minutes to be exact. Speedbird is somewhere up above. Alrighty, let's see where she is. That plane is pretty much making a turn into here. Also, look at this thing here, guys. We have our little SkyTrain system. Let's see if he actually goes through here. So that's our SkyTrain. That'll take you to like the rental car terminal and take you to like the park and ride here. And if you're just joining us, we're waiting for an A350 to come in and we are going to call it a day. Actually, the A350 has come into view. And apparently does not want to focus. So we watch some ground-based stuff while they come in. Yep, Speedbird on final approach, guys. Ugh. And it's perfect timing. We have about 38% of power left on our computer. Camera works good during the day, but during the night, it's very sus. Alrighty guys, so as we film our final plane, I would like to thank all of you guys for your support. Thank you for spending some time with me, taking time out of your day. Apparently it doesn't like the focus. But no, seriously, thank you for spending time out of your day to come and plane spot with me. If you like what you saw, click like, subscribe, and notification. Also, never go to bed angry with your loved ones because you'll never know when the last time you'll talk to them is. So, watch your land, boys and girls, and I will bid you adieu. And remember to always be a good person. That's all what I always say. There she is, boys and girls. We waited patiently for almost 3 hours for this plane. And also, remember when I told you about the cotton candy skies we get here? Look at that. So anyways, thank you everybody for joining us. Hopefully you have a wonderful rest of the week. And I will see you guys on Friday. So click that like, subscribe, notification. And chances are on Friday we will be going live. Maybe later. Maybe it'll be a sunset style, night style shoot. So from all of us at Fly Phoenix Sky Harbor, special thanks to our moderators. And special thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys and have a wonderful evening. Good night.